All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Test Man, Log and TV. And let's get started. I'm excited about this one, guys. This comes by way of my buddy Kevin, Lefty EDC, and what I call the Lefty Pass Around group. He gets knives in, he shares them with all of us, and I think that's really, really, really awesome. I mean, he's such a cool dude, and I don't want to swell his head up, but I love that guy. He's super, super cool. So, this knife comes from Grambeau Knives out of, I believe, Australia, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and they're manufactured by Best Tech. And I got a chance here to look at not only that one, but I've also got, that is the Russ, and I've also got the Aceto in here for review, and we'll be looking at that. The Russ is one that I wish I had gotten in on the pre-order. Now, he may have some of these when the pre-order delivers. I bet he will. But good night. This thing is great. So let's take a quick look at it. And right off the bat, you see my favorite part here. We'll talk about that. There's your Grambeau name here. You've got these kind of blow-through screws here on the pivot with sort of a spanner or flathead there. And then the same thing back here. And then your clip is a milled titanium clip, which is cut out in that. So you've got this fantastic plate over the lock bar, which we'll talk more about. And then you've got this nice cutout for your clip. I think that is pretty fantastic. And the clip is great. You do have quite a bit sticking out of your pocket. That's about how much. Didn't bother me. It is not reversible. You do have great finishing on the titanium. You've got stonewash there. You've got chamfering all through here. And this is still chamfered, but not as big of a chamfer. And then even up in here, just really so many thoughtful details on this knife. As you can see, I love the texturing on this plate. Now, the real reason that plate is there is to turn this sort of into a liner lock while using the frame, as you can see. So you've got, it's really a frame lock because it's all part of the frame. But then you've got this plate over the top of it, which, like I said, sort of converts it to a more of a liner lock. Love the cutout for the lock bar relief. You've got a lock bar insert there of steel because the rest of this is titanium. Fantastic. This thing is great. Now, you ready for the sound, guys? Oh, I love how it opens. Now, you have a very thoughtful cutout here as well. I told you, it's just a lot of brilliance because if you're going to, that's one of my things. I see so many people putting jimping, and then normally that frame will come on up, and so that jimping becomes useless. If you're going to have jimping, make that jimping useful. And so by bringing this down, that jimping on that thumb ramp here is actually really nice. And ergonomically, guys, you got a great pinch here. You got a 4-finger knife, fits fantastically in my hand, feels good. You do feel the clip. I will not call it a hot spot, but again, it kind of fans out here, so you feel it right there in the center of your palm just a little bit, but not bad. You can come up above that, and now you've got a little bit of a kind of a harpoon area for your thumb. I mean, again, nothing to stop you from going forward and some swedging here, but you're not going to go anywhere. You just tuck back in there. Now, that is a sharpening choil and great access to the plunge there. It's not really, it's gradual, so it's right there at the edge, but the edge looks to be free. Stonewash on the blade, great swedge on this drop point, just fantastic. Great thumb studs. And again, good access to those thumb studs. There you go. No problem for me. Lefties shouldn't be a problem. Now, I do have a little bit of an issue getting in there to middle finger flick it using the thumb studs because it's just not a ton. Let's try it left-handed here. I am horrible at this, so if it doesn't work, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you can, again, it's mostly a thumb open. Now, you do have an area here where you can front flip it. I'm not good at front flipping, and that's not hard at all. And again, your detent is good. No problems with the detent. As a matter of fact, nice, stiff detent. Very nice. Let's see. There you go. comes open really hot, really good. You have decent access to the lock bar, and the lock bar moves fairly easily. There's no lock stick or anything like that. Come on over, and boy, it just wants to drop. Thankfully, you can get your thumb out of the way and just shake it home. Very, very nice. I mean, this is fantastic. I didn't even know about this one. I had seen the Assetto, but I had not seen this one, or maybe I saw it and just ignored it for some reason. But I really, really enjoy it. Now, because of the chamfering, this, which can be used as a lanyard, which is what it is, do stick proud a little bit. It doesn't bother me. I don't even feel that part in my grip, as you can see. But you should know about that just in case it bothers you. None of the rest of the screws stand out like that, but those two, as you can see, stick out a lot right there. Good centering. Well, okay, wait a minute. It is off to the show side ever so slightly, it appears. Yep, but not so as that is rubbing. No lock rock, no blade play whatsoever. You got like a 50% lockup. Fantastic knife. Absolutely fantastic. Now, these were selling, I think, let's get this out, at $258 US. They are sold out. It was a pre-order, and the pre-order is closed now. I'm hoping he's going to have more of these. Now, let's just go through the specs real quick. Yeah, it says pre-order closed, more coming soon. So there you go, guys. Gray stonewashed titanium texture with insert. Blade 3.9 millimeter hollow ground stonewashed Bowler M390 with thumb stud opening. 8.25 inch overall. Blade length 3.5. Closed length 4.8. 4.8 ounces ceramic caged bearings. And again, it's made by Bestech. I'm impressed. Now, they said hollow. Man, if it's hollow, it's very... No, it's definitely a hollow. Okay. You can see it, but it's not a super drastic hollow. But it's definitely... It cuts... What did I do? Here we go. I'm a mess, guys. I've had so many reviews going at once. I don't know what I'm doing. But you can see if I actually don't screw up and pull it out. Man, what am I doing here? Trust me, I was just cutting with this a minute ago. So this is totally me. Plus, this guy has been passed around to a bunch of reviewers. Let me get a better piece of cardboard here. Man, I'm terrible. This has been a really good review, too, and now I'm messing it up. Trust me, I just got through cutting with this. There we go. That was just, I don't know what was happening. I don't know if it's because the cardboard's all wrinkled up or what, but you can see. And again, it's been passed around to about 10 or 15 people, so wouldn't worry too much about it. It just needs a little touch up on the edge. So really fantastic knife. Let's do our comparisons and then wrap this up. And why not, we'll just get the cardboard out of the way since I've made a complete and total disaster. All right, so comparison knife number one is going to be very close, actually. This is the Ontario Rat 1. And as you can see, the Rat 1 has a little bit more in the handle and a little bit more in the blade. And the Rat 2 is going to be quite smaller, as you can see there. So there are your KnivesFAST comparison knives. Love them, love them. Thank you to the community for sending those to me. And you know who you are. So there you go, guys. That is the Grambeau knives. Oh, by the way, lots of milling on the inside for weight reduction. There you go. You can see it now. Very nicely done. I love this knife. Wish I had gotten one. So maybe down the road, we'll see what finances are like when they're available. But very, very nice. I dig it a lot. Thanks to Kane Grambeau for sending this to the group, and for Kevin for sending it along to us, guys. I'll get this along to the next person, and appreciate, I think that's tier 1 they go to next, and appreciate each and every one of you. Give me a thumbs up, and let me know what you think down below, and thanks for watching the KnivesFAST channel.